Hey, welcome back everyone, it's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Unfortunately, I was not able to live stream today due to my internet connection, my poor internet connection. But I can't really blame the internet service provider due to this COVID-19 situation, so that's understandable. They're trying to do the best they can to keep everyone to be able to use internet because everybody's stuck at home. So for that reason, this is why I'm recording this video in 720p instead of my usual 1440p or 4K 60. If this was business as usual and I had my regular internet 1 gigabit down and 150 up, or excuse me, 90 up, not 100. I never get 150 upload. I get 90, 98 to 89 upload from Xfinity, so I apologize. I made a mistake. If this was business as usual, I would gladly, give you guys 4K and 60 easily with the highest possible bitrate. But because these are very unprecedented circumstances, so I have to obviously deal with that as well. So anyway, just getting that out of the way in case you're wondering why it's only 720p, because I can upload this video. It will take a while for this video to be uploaded. It will take a while for this video to be processed due to the fact that I have such a low bandwidth, such a low internet, due to such an overwhelming majority of people working from home, and they need the internet. So I'm doing my part, not using too much bandwidth, just 720p. Alright, so let's get back to the Final Fantasy VII. And as you all know, Final Fantasy VII is coming out this Friday. It will be available on Thursday midnight. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this game for you guys as early as 9 o'clock in the morning Friday. So as soon as I wake up 9 o'clock in the morning, as soon as you guys wake up here 9 o'clock in the morning, you will be able to see my playthrough and walkthrough of Final Fantasy. It will be a long live stream. We'll take some intermissions because I gotta eat, gotta drink. We'll take some intermissions. What's gonna happen basically, we'll do from 9 till 10 o'clock, from 9 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. So that will be like a 13 hours. Yes, there's gonna be some intermissions obviously here and there. I gotta take a break. So we're gonna do that on Friday. And I made a mistake. I thought the game was gonna be released on Thursday, but it's Friday. So also I want to talk about another thing regarding Final Fantasy VII Remake that I really like, is the fact that the Square Enix, it's allowing you to go ahead and download the game and preload the game, so that way you have enough time to download it and it can be ready for Friday. So basically, if you purchase the game right now, if you pre-order the game right now, you can actually preload the game and download it. Doesn't matter if it takes 2 days, 3 days, you'll be ready for Friday. So that way you don't have to be overwhelmed with so much people downloading at the same time. So it's pretty cool that they're allowing people to be able to download the game and be ready for Friday. So that's kind of cool. I mean, I like that. I'm glad that they're doing that. What are my expectations on Final Fantasy VII? Well, first of all, I'm using my God of War PlayStation controller. I have pretty high expectations for Final Fantasy VII. I played the original. This is a classic Final Fantasy VII reboot. People have been waiting for this game for quite a long time. It's a very hefty and long game. I'm pretty sure with the success of Final Fantasy VII, they're most likely going to do Final Fantasy VIII Remake. And Final Fantasy VIII, it's definitely one of the favorites. That's one of my favorites. Yes, I love Final Fantasy VII, obviously. Cloud Strife, but Final Fantasy VIII, really, to me, it's the one of my favorites. I finished that game, played it through multiple times. Rich characters, great story, great adventure. Final Fantasy VIII is simply, in my opinion, one of my favorites. They do have a remastered version, HD remastered version, if you guys want to check it out on PlayStation Store. But I would think that there will be a Final Fantasy VIII remake, 100%. I'm pretty sure they're going to work on it. I think Square Enix, it's following in the same footsteps as Capcom, and I like what Capcom is doing. And looks like the Square Enix is doing the same formula, is doing the same recipe, so I'm kind of like glad about that. The graphics are amazing. The graphics are as good as the animated CG movie that you would see. I mean, this is all in-game engine. This is not like a movie cutscene. This is all in-game engine, and it looks fantastic. Looks great.
Get down here, Merc.
There goes Cloud Strife, the German guy. Cloud Strife, and it really runs great on PlayStation 4 Pro. But then again, they really worked on a PlayStation 4 Pro and PlayStation 4 machine to tailor-made this game to work the best on PlayStation. I really think that this game's gonna, even when it's released on Xbox and PC, I think it's always gonna run the best on Sony, because it's tailor-made to work the best with a Sony, obviously.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so. Bring it. Not bad. It's over.
Of course, this looks much better in 4K and HDR, but due to the fact that I cannot show you the 4K and HDR, because it would take forever for me to upload a video due to this COVID-19 and stress on the internet, obviously. But all in all, it runs good. I don't see any like. I mean, input lag, it's your standard input lag that you normally would get with consoles. So it's nothing that you won't notice that's different from all the other games. This is a demo, and even with the demo, I was blown away that even demo it's looking this good.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see them.
And I think this is also a perfect opportunity for those of you who never played the original Final Fantasy VII. Some of you probably will, if you're 16 or 17 or 18, you probably didn't play this game, okay, because it was a long time ago. And I think this is an excellent opportunity for you to experience what I have experienced back in the days, what others have experienced in our days, and to enjoy it in this type of graphics.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
One of the features that I really like is that there's this
Enough of this.
there's a slow motion ability that you can use, and it's so cool. Like, for example, like right here, it's almost like a John Woo movie where you can just kind of pan and scan.
Was never in doubt.
Now, what's appealing to this new remake? What's really appealing to this new remake is that it feels like a Devil May Cry. in a way. Yes, you still have to use your strategy, your strategical combinations of striking and how you use other characters to defeat an enemy. So you still have to obviously mix it up and be strategical about how you defeat the enemy. But it's definitely better to play a game like this, because the original one, it was a bit different playing the original one. The original one, you know, it was from like a bird eye, from the above type of. Yes, you can move down and look at the characters from the 3D, but most of the time it was like this bird eye camera movement, you know. And not that I'm complaining, you know, that's why that game was so unique, because the way it played, the way it looked. But I think this is to a whole new level. Like, this is like the Final Fantasy VII that we all dreamed about and wanted to experience. Such a classic, you know.
You're coming with us.
Can't get around it.
Now, there's going to be some people who's going to complain, and they're going to say, hey, but I don't care about the graphics, I don't care about the new mechanics, nothing will change that old classic style. And look, to some degree, I agree that you're never going to be able to change that nostalgic feeling of that original game. You know, there's something about the original game, even today, to this day, the Metal Gear Solid and this game. There's something about these old games, the way they were designed, the way they were played, the music, everything inside of them. It's has this how would I say this, certain aura to it that you know, you can never recreate something. That's why they're called classics. You know, even the original Silent Hill, it's there's some games that just the classic way of playing them, it's always going to be the best experience, because it brings back that memory, you know, like playing the original GoldenEye, playing the original Zelda on Nintendo 64. That's that experience that it's really like, it's really hard to recreate that. You know what I mean? But for the new generation, for those of you who never played the original Final Fantasy VII, I think you guys are gonna really enjoy this one. And I was really impressed with the demo. The one thing that really got me excited about Final Fantasy VII is the demo, and I'm like, if the demo looks this good, if the demo has this type of a graphics and the movements, then I'm super happy. You know, that keeps me excited for what's to come on Friday. And make no mistake, this game, it's very hard at times. You know, the bosses are very difficult, and you have to use strategize with your potions and your magicka and all that stuff. You have to coordinate strategically to defeat your enemies. So there is a bunch of upgrades you have to go through before you embark onto moving through to the next level. So this game will take a long time to finish. It's not like a quick and fast game, easy to go through, to run through it. But I guess that's what makes it worthwhile, is the ability to take your time, especially now since everybody's stuck at home. I think this is a perfect game for everybody out there due to this COVID-19 stay at home. This is a perfect game for you to be playing, and take your time. Don't rush. I don't understand why people rush through the games. Like, enjoy it, especially now since you got time on your. I mean, look, you got time on your hands. You can sit on your ass and just do nothing. But now with this game, you got plenty of time. Now, no one can complain and say, I don't have time. Well, guess what? People who complain, I don't have time to work out, well, you can work out inside your house. you can work out inside your home. Okay, no excuses. Now you can make your own gym inside your house and work out in your basement or on your balcony or whatever, or your backyard. Now there's no excuse for you not to work out. Just like now you have time to play a game like this. Okay, so now you have a time. Before you didn't have time because you're busy working. You have to go to work. You have to do other things. But now you have the time.
Get him, boy!
And I would like to hear what you guys have to say. Have you played the demo? Are you excited about the demo? Are you excited about the Final Fantasy? And like I said, kudos to Square Enix for giving us the ability to download this game right now. We can download it and preload it, and we can be ready for Friday. Make sure you have enough hard drive space on your console, because you're gonna need it for sure. People ask me what remake would I like to see. Quite honestly, to me personally, the original Metal Gear Solid. I would love to see a remake of 1998 Metal Gear Solid. That's the one game that I would really love to see, man. Bring back the actors, do a new voiceover with David Hayter and Jennifer Hale and everybody else. I think it would be great if they ever. You can have Kojima as an executive producer. But it would be great to see Konami do that. I think that would be the greatest gift that Konami and Hideo Kojima could give us. Like the remake of the original Metal Gear Solid. That would be like, to me, like, yeah, dude. If you want to give us a gift, that would be the gift for the fans, in my opinion. Now, why is it that this game is time exclusive? I don't know. That's something between Sony and Square Enix. They probably made a deal in advance. They signed a contract in advance that this is going to be from the day one. Years ago, they probably signed a contract that this is going to be a timed exclusive. Am I a fan of timed exclusive games? No, I'm not a fan of time exclusive games, because either A, it's going to be exclusive or not exclusive at all. I'm not a fan of timed exclusives, because they're forcing you to purchase a console, to play this on a console, just for this one game, or otherwise you'll have to wait till next year. And who the hell wants to wait till next year, April 2021? I mean, with all this situation that's going on around the world, with so much unpredictability, who the hell wants to wait that long? So I'm not a fan of time exclusives. Either A, you make it exclusive only for this console, or don't bother doing some half-baked exclusivity for 1 year. I didn't like what they've done with Resident Evil 7, being only exclusive to PlayStation, especially in a VR, for 1 year. Even with the Death Stranding, I didn't like that whole timed exclusive crap. So I'm not really a fan of that. Not a fan of time exclusives.
Not so fast. We've got company.
Well, take care of the company, will you, sir?
Job's a job. That's that. Was never in doubt.
In terms of graphics, obviously the game looks stunning with this new engine, and even for a demo, man, I couldn't find any problems. And that's what really got me excited about this game. That even with the demo, here I am with my controller playing it right now on my PlayStation 4 Pro. I didn't see any problems. The textures, the hair works, everything really looks stunning. And I think this is the one important point I want to make out about Sony PlayStation and the PlayStation 5 that's coming out. A lot of people forget what Mark Cerny did with a down-powered, only 4 teraflops PlayStation 4 Pro. People forget just the type of quality games that we were able to squeeze out of PlayStation 4 Pro with the games like Detroit Become Human, God of War, Spider-Man. All of these games are truly unique and special, you know. Uncharted 4, obviously. So people forget that, you know, it's not all about the power. You know, yes, Xbox Series X has serious horsepower, but if developers are not using that serious horsepower to its full potential, or if Microsoft is not making any AAA blockbuster new IP exclusives that will take the advantage of that horsepower, my friends, it doesn't really mean anything. It really doesn't. So it really comes down to the exclusives. It comes down to the developers who are working on that certain game, and they're using that power. So this I always tell people, to me, the PlayStation 5 has enough power that they need. I think they created a console that has enough power to handle what they need to handle. Otherwise, they would have put more, but they figured, hey, this is as much as we need to do what we need to do, to work our magic, to bring those photorealistic graphics with motion capture. So this is as much as we need. And I think people forget that. I think people forget what Sony did since 2016. While Xbox One X was focused mainly on a 4K and HDR and bringing that horsepower, what happened with the Xbox One X? Did it sell like crazy? No, it didn't sell like crazy. I mean, you were able to buy it on the shelves. You know, it was available. It wasn't like a shortage of a console. Why? Because they didn't have any exclusives that would make you go and say, damn, I need to buy this. Like, I gotta buy this because I can only play this game on this console. With Sony, you want to play a God of War? Guess what? I had to purchase a God of War console, PlayStation 4 Pro, because I wanted to play it. Well, because you can only play it on PlayStation. God of War was only available on the PlayStation 4 Pro and PlayStation 4. Same thing with the Spider-Man. I want to play Spider-Man. I had to buy the PlayStation console, PlayStation 4 Pro. So having that exclusivity and that high quality exclusivity, even this game is going to be selling a lot of PlayStations. You ask, well, why? Because it's time exclusive. Especially now that people are stuck at home. They're going to go on Amazon. They're going to purchase a PlayStation 4 Pro. It might take a little time to be delivered, but nonetheless, they're going to order it. They're going to purchase it, and because they want to play this game right now. They don't want to wait till next year. They don't know what's going to happen by the end of this year, and they don't know what's going to happen next year with the events that are happening around the world, with this situation we're in. People don't want to wait. So guess what? They're going to purchase. They're going to purchase this console. Especially with The Last of Us 2. I know it's delayed, but even with The Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima, what do you think they're going to do? Yes, The Last of Us Chapter 2 will make people buy a console. Ghost of Tsushima will make people buy a console. And I think the Xbox fans forget that. They easily forget that. And I kept reminding him about that. It's not about that 12 teraflops, okay? 10 teraflops, 10.4 teraflops that PlayStation has, it's more than enough. It's more than enough, but for what they need. It's not going to make a drastic difference if they add an extra 2 teraflops. The game's not going to run any different, okay? But try to explain that to a fanboy, you know, good luck, right? Sorry if I'm ranting a little bit here, but I'm just trying to bring some points here, to come across a point here so I can explain it to you and bring my point of view. You know, because a lot of people have been criticizing Mark Cerny, and I'm like, well, where have you been in 2016? Where have you been in 2017? What PlayStation 4 Pro has done, it's truly remarkable. Hold on, my camera is not focusing. What Mark Cerny has done with PlayStation 4 Pro is truly remarkable. It's truly remarkable. I mean, just look at the games that came out on PlayStation 4 Pro. Look at the advantage that it took of PlayStation VR with the PlayStation 4 Pro. Look what they've done with the Gran Turismo Sport. I mean, guys, you know, unless you're a fanboy, then you can't see this. But anybody who is a gamer will say, well, look what Mark Cerny did with a 4 teraflop PlayStation 4 Pro. It outsold the Xbox One X, and the Xbox One X had 4K player, bunch of cool features built into it, but it was powerful, had 6 teraflops, but having those extra 2 teraflops, did it really help? Did it really help? Do you think that this game would look any different if it had an extra 2 teraflops? Do you think you're going to see a dramatic difference? That the developer's going to bring some dramatic difference? No. And you know, this is what I was talking about even with my PC. When I blocked that one guy, Benedict whatever his name is, when he said to me, oh, you only have 8 gigabytes of GDDR6 RAM and you only got RTX 2060, and look what I was able to do with 2060 Super with Resident Evil 3. 4K 60, ran smooth as a butter. So again, it's not all about the power. It's about how you use that power, and how much of that power do you really need. Do you really need a Titan RTX today to play the video games to its full capacity? No, you don't really need it, unless you're going to be running triple monitors with some ridiculous resolution with the ultra settings. Then yeah, for that maybe. But if you're just gonna run 4K, you're fine with 2070, with 2080. Okay, you don't even 2060, you're good. Super. Well, the graphics are simply amazing here. I'm just looking at the... I already played through this demo. I'm just kind of like going through it. Looks fantastic. And this is PlayStation 4 Pro. And look how beautiful it looks. And I'm on 720p. I'm not even on 4K because obviously due to the COVID-19 I cannot do 4K. I mean, I cannot. It will take forever for me to upload 4K. And look at the graphics here. It looks amazing. The draw distance, everything, the textures, just looks. And this is a demo. It's not even like I'm playing a full version. I'm just playing a demo, and just look how beautiful it looks. It looks fantastic.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
Alright, so I'm gonna end the video here. It's been almost half an hour. I didn't really plan on making this video this long, but this video, it's making it up for me not being able to live stream today. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I just felt I needed to give my thoughts on Final Fantasy VII and why I think this game's gonna, why I'm excited actually about Final Fantasy VII. I think we'll have a great time with this game. I think you should go ahead and start pre-ordering and downloading the game right now and have it ready for Friday, because come Friday you will have a difficult time getting that game to download because of so many people on Friday who forgot to preload or don't even know that you can preload. It's gonna have so much overload. So why put yourself in that position? Preload the game right now. Obviously, you can't go to the store, and ordering a game like this will take a long time because the Amazon, it's only shipping the stuff that's necessary first, like emergency stuff. Luxury stuff, you're gonna have to wait because it's not a priority. So if you order the game, that's not a priority. Priority is gonna be you know, the masks, the gloves, paper towels, stuff like that, what have you. Okay, a bleach, Clorox, you know, sanitizers, shit like that. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Let me know how you guys feel about Final Fantasy VII. I'm gonna take my time. Listen, I'm not gonna rush through this game. I'm gonna take my time. You know, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna live stream it because there's nothing else to play after Final Fantasy VII. I already finished Resident Evil 3. People ask me about the Resident Evil 3. I liked it, but I felt it was a bit too short. I felt it was too short, and I don't think it's worth $60. I think they should have charged like $39.99, like $40. I don't think Resident Evil 3 deserves $60. I think Capcom here was trying to kind of make well, they only had 1 year to make this game, and I felt that they cut down on some things, like on there's 3 extra levels, and then there's a 1 level that you already played through called the Raccoon City Police Department. I just felt that the game was too short. They could have added some more stuff. They could have explored like a director's cut and do some other things. I felt like there was a more room for the improvement. The multiplayer could have been better. I just felt that they rushed it. I really felt that when I think about it right now, it's not worth $60. I would say wait when it goes out on sale. I would not pay $60 right now for Resident Evil 3. But for this game, I think it's worth $60 because it's a full-fledged Final Fantasy VII, and it's a very hefty, long game, and I'm gonna take my time with this game. I'm not gonna rush through it, so I think it's worth it, in my opinion. That's what I think. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I see you pretty soon. Please do understand that my ability to live stream will always depend on the internet, guys. I don't have any control over this. Again, this situation, it's very unpredictable. Please do try to understand that. Internet right now, it's one of those things where it's hit or miss. Either you have it or you don't have it, or you have a little bit of it. So it's out of my hands. I can't control that. So please do try to understand that. Other than that, everybody else out there, stay safe and be good. And I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Let me know what you guys think about Final Fantasy VII. Leave a comment down below. And take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. Bye now.